So here we go for Chapter 4 of our Google Lit trip for a long walk to water. I kind of pulled back on this one because I wanted to show you a few elements. So far, we have these little pins that have showed us the areas that we've already gone, and we can see this white line. When we were scrolled in and looked much closer, you could still see the white line, but I wanted to make sure that you knew it wasn't a border or things like that. If we look across here, we can see some lines that are various borders. Now this line, I'm not entirely sure exactly what it is, so let's pull out a little bit. And as we zoom out, we can see that there's other lines, but here, on things like that, are going to be borders, I believe. Yep, looks like borders, and we can see all the areas. So we're actually going to zoom in at this point. Let's put a new pin in for where we're going to go, which is right here. And we're going to zoom in to see exactly our next spot. So again, we're following the same path, so we know where we are, and we can see that now we're going to the section where Salva needs help, which we've seen that he does need some of this help in Chapter 4. So if we bring up our information box, we want to stop and think about the story. So here, we're only talking about Salva, we're not talking about Naya. In Chapter 4, Salva meets up with another group, but they don't want him to come along. The question is, why? And why is he ultimately taken along by the man and the woman in this group? What have they decided? What is the purpose? What is said? Also consider what actions take place. Not all communication is spoken. Another thing to consider is under what circumstances might you choose to help a complete stranger in dire need of help? We always like to think that we're nice people and that we'd help anybody, but sometimes we really don't always help strangers or people we don't know. So what would make you do it? And, of course, question 3. Buksa may have saved lives because he knows some basic survival skills. What are some survival skills that you have learned that might be helpful in an emergency? We all have different ones in different situations. Speaking of Buksa, at the end of Chapter 4, somehow he finds a beehive. And if I remember correctly, and I'm pretty sure I do, he actually mentions that he followed a bird. How on earth does this happen? I really had no idea myself, and thankfully we actually have this awesome video right here. I'm not going to play it in this one, but I'm going to put it next in the playlist so that if you do want to watch it, you can go right to it. It's a really neat way to see just the kind of relationship that the African tribes have with this bird to actually get honey and see how it works. It's really cool. Finally, we also notice that Buksa is from a different tribe that they call the Jurchol. So if you're interested in learning about that relationship and about that tribe, I've put the link that's down here in the description for this video so you can follow that if you choose to. Again, you don't have to, but if you'd like to take some time to look at it, you can. Again, don't forget that you need to link and put down your thoughts and questions. I'm sorry, not link, but put your thoughts and questions and anything you have based on this on your Google Doc for credit. I will tell you that the honey guide bird video doesn't have any questions. That's fine. It's just a cool little video. It's like 3 minutes to watch. I really do recommend it. As always, we'll be back for Chapter 5.